everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how I've made this kind of butcher's block style pop-up card. I have used some of my new products that are launching today, but you don't need any dies to make the card itself, so you can decorate this with whatever you want, and you can also have it this way as well, although I'm going to be having mine as a top fold landscape version there. Love all of the details that are on this, and I just think it looks really nice as well when they take it out of the envelope. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So I'm using some of my new products that I've just launched. This is my party food stamp and die set, which has got all your cheese and all your deli meats. It's really fun. You can see some of the stamps there. I'm also using a rectangle die to cut my aperture, but that's completely optional. You don't even need to have that if you don't want. You could always cut it by hand. The sentiment, wine and cheese, yes please, which I've already stamped there. And then I think I'm going to use a few of the flowers. This is from my bouquet builder set. And then the papers, I've gone for the wood grain, this one here, which is that one. All of the supplies, as always, will be linked below the video. So it's a nice and easy style. I have done similar before. I thought it would work quite well as that kind of butcher's block that I'm going for. So you're going to want 2 pieces of 7, although that's just under. I think it's because I cut this from a piece of scrap, but you want 7 by 7.5, and along the 7.5 side you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 2.5. Yeah, so do that on both pieces, 1/2 inch and 2.5, and fold and burnish. So you've got one like this and one like that, and we're going to stick them back to back, so we've got our kind of block there. Then I've got, these are going to be, actually I'll do the acetate first. Again, this is optional. You can just have this part and you could stick it into a 7 by 7 card blank instead, but I'm going to create this kind of opening using the acetate. So this is 7 by 7, and along the 7-inch side you're just going to score it 2. Okay, so right down there, because I'm going to stick that right on the side, and then that's going to open up. It's going to have a frame on it, and then I've got 2 pieces. This is for the frame, one for each side of the acetate, but like I said, you might skip this part. And these are 5 by 7. You want 2 pieces. I put my die on top of one of them, but I'm going to run both through. It might cut through both, but if it doesn't, it will leave a good enough imprint that I can then put the die back over the other piece and run it through again. And then I've just got this piece of 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 to decorate the top, and then for the 2 sides these are 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay, so first we will stick these together. So I've cut my frames, got everything ready there, so I'm going to add my glue along one of the tabs. This is a craft card, it's a 300 GSM, so it is nice and thick, but you could use a 220 because you're going to add your mats and layers, so that will soon strengthen it anyway. And then you're going to fold that under, and you're going to stick it towards the edge. You're going to stick it right onto the edge of that other piece. Okay, so we've got one long piece, and I've got the other tab and that 2-inch section here, which is then going to connect to that one. So again, just run your glue all the way down there, and then stick that one on. And then once they've grabbed enough, if you fold it all flat, because that is how it's going to go in your envelope. I just like to go back the other way as well, just to make sure everything lines up. You could, like I said, just keep it like this, and if you don't want to add the acetate, but you still want it to go in a card, this is not a 7 by 7, it's an 8 by 8, but it still gives you an idea. You could add your glue to this side and the bottom and stick it in like this, and then it would all fold into your 8 by 8, and then when you open it up, it would pop up that way, and you could obviously decorate all of this, so you could have your pop-up chopping block that way if you want. So you know, it's up to you, but I'm going to use the acetate because I like you to see kind of the inside of the card when they take out the envelope. So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to run some red or double-sided tape. Actually, I'll probably use that would be fine for this. Double-sided tape all on the inside here. If your acetate's a bit dirty, I would clean it once it's all stuck down, because you'll get marks on it again when you're doing this part. So just run that few strips along there. Okay, and then decide which way you want it up, fold it down like this, and this is going to, this 2-inch side is going to stick right over here, but you want to, in fact it might be easier to bring it up to the fold like that, and then fold that down like so, and then just give it a really good burnish. And then you can take one of these pieces and you can just stick that right over the top, so it's going to now hide all of that tape. So now that's how it will be in the envelope, and then when they bring it up, this kind of pops up, but they can open that up and see what's inside, and it will you know, stay displayed and open like so. So next I'm going to stick that one on the side here and that one on top, and then I'm going to add tape on the inside and stick one on here, and then tape on the other side, and that will just sandwich it together. Just kind of hides the tape that you're going to see, and I think it just frames it really nicely as well. Okay, so that's everything stuck down. So again, that's how it will look in the envelope, and then when they take it out, it kind of just pops out. This is a construction weight acetate, so it kind of holds its form, you know, even though there's a score line there, it's still holding itself. So I actually think I like the way that it's doing that. So you possibly don't even need to score it. I might pop that in, that is optional, to add that score line on the acetate, because I do think it's quite nice that it will just naturally lift. If you've got a lighter weight acetate, then yours might flop over a little bit, especially if you've added the frames, but that holds itself really well. So now I can decorate it. So like I said, I've got all these bits here. Now I think I'm going to have the sentiment in the middle. I mean, I could have it on here, but then when you open it, I'd have to back it there. I think I'm just going to place it there for the minute. But the idea is to stack all of these up. Now I've layered up the cheeses. I put foam behind those ones, so they're nice and thick. Now I need to keep this relatively flat because the acetate has to come down on it. But you know, things like this one that I've made, can you see how dimensional that is? This is lovely. This is using the wood grain die set that I've also launched, and you can find these videos over on my Made to Surprise YouTube channel as I upload them. So you can go really dimensional, like I've rolled the meats, like folded them over there, and again just added loads of dimension. This is the other cheese board with the Merry Christmas there on the side, but I think I'm going to have to keep this one a little bit more flat just so that that does close. Again, you can see I have a few more meats there. I've got some breadsticks, more cheeses, because obviously the sentiment, so I need to make sure I have quite a few cheeses represented on the board. You've got your blue cheese there. So something like that. So I'm going to have a little play around. I've even got the little cheese knife, which I just think is adorable. So I need to have that placed somewhere. We've got crackers, grapes. I need to have the green because I think that's quite nice. That's your little ham rose, like just a way to decorate it. I've got the olives, I want to add those. And these are little cheese squares like feta, and also the strawberries. So there's quite a lot there. I do want to try and get all of it on. So I will, yeah, crack on and show you it when it's all done. So there's the finished card. I think it looks brilliant. I've added the detail on the front and also on the back, so you see it when you take it out of the envelope. I think it's just come together brilliantly. Very, very pleased. I'll just bring it up a bit closer. I'm going to add some of my dimension gloss to the olives. I forgot what they were called then. Probably on the grapes as well, just so there's a little bit more shine. You can see how that looks again on this example here. It just looks really nice. And you've also got the little olive pick there as well, so I'll probably add that on as well. Oh, you can also have this card this way as well if you wanted to, but I'm going to keep it like so. So I hope you've enjoyed this card style from me today. As always, all of the products that I've used will be linked in the description box below this video. You can watch me live probably right now as this video is out. I'll have it linked below if you want to see me demoing this new collection that I have. And make sure you're following me over on Made to Surprise if you like my products, because that's where I share more tutorials just focusing on those dies. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Give me a thumbs up as well and drop me a comment because I do enjoy reading them. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.